Hi again everyone. So we're in the garden again. Because we're in the first stages of setting the garden up, we will be spending a lot of time out here, but hopefully I will get some more family orientated videos going soon. I do have some footage from yesterday that I haven't edited yet because we took Amy bowling for the first time and she won. So you did awesome, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you have fun?
Yes.
So pretty much, even though we're in spring now and the weather is warming up, it still seems to be too cold for the seeds. So I've had a look in our little green tubs and pretty much the only seeds that are growing are the peas, which they can grow in the colder weather anyway, so I'm not surprised there. And same with my little greenhouse. Some of the other seeds are starting to sprout, but mostly just the peas. And I think that's because I've been bringing them in and putting them right in front of the heater, and so they're getting the warmth from the heater, but that also dries the paper out, so I have to make sure they're watered very regularly. Do you want to come say hi?
Hi.
So we'll get into today's video, which is going to be mostly gardening, and hopefully if we go do something else I can get that footage in here as well. Say bye.
Bye.
So because we've got the garden going outside, we would like to have some greenery inside as well. So yesterday at Bunnings we got this the peace lily. It's a good indoor plant, so I'm just going to pot it into the pot that we bought and take it back inside. So in here I've just put some pebbles and wood chip, a little bit of sand, just because this pot has no holes in the bottom, so it won't have very good drainage at all. So that's going to help the plant drain the water away when it's got too much water. So I've got some strawberries here. I'm going to try a video that I saw on YouTube, and pretty much you just plant the strawberries and hopefully the seeds grow. So we'll see how this goes. lettuce is starting to grow. The carrots have tiny little roots coming out. Pumpkins aren't doing anything yet. Neither are the watermelon seeds. So the cauliflower is starting to sprout too. There's the snow peas. They always do really well, especially when it's colder weather. The sweet peas are also doing really well. Tomato seeds haven't done anything yet, so I might do the same thing as I just did with the strawberries. So I'll just cut open a tomato and plant some of it in the ground. The onion's not seeding at all yet. And I think it's still too cold for the corn as well, so I'm going to keep these seeds inside and hopefully they'll keep growing and then I can plant them outside. Yeah, it's too cold for some of the seeds yet. So I finally got the worm farm all put together. I've got a bag of worms ready to go in, and then hopefully this will all go well and they'll eat all the scraps for us and produce some good stuff for the garden. There we are, worms are all settled in, they've got a tiny bit of food. Generally you leave them for about a week before you give them a proper feed of scraps, so I'll just leave them and feed them in a week. Alright, so at the end of the day I got a pretty decent amount of gardening done. Harley got the gardening done that he wanted to do, Amy helped a little bit, and then wanted to go inside, so she's inside at the moment. So I got everything watered, I've got the strawberries done, I've got some corn over here that I'm going to dry out and get my own seeds from. I've got the little seedling greenhouse, which as you saw, some of them are growing, some of them aren't, so hopefully the ones that are growing keep growing, and as the weather warms up the other ones will start growing too. I've got some more tomatoes planted. So the seeds that I planted are only cherry tomatoes, and in these bigger containers I'll have the normal sized tomatoes. I've got 3 pieces of garlic planted, and I've repotted all of my strawberry plants in the hope that they'll come back after winter because they pretty much died off over winter, so hopefully they'll come back, and if not, maybe these seedlings will take, and if not, then I'll just buy some more strawberry plants. I've also got the mushrooms down here, they've been watered, and the worm farm set up. So it's been a pretty productive day, and now I think we might be going to the park. So bye guys. So we ended up going down to the park. We took Mojo for a walk. Amy's on her bike. Watch where you're riding. But it got too cold, so now we're heading home.